We have Michelle Powell here from, what is it, Spruce Organizing. And so she's going to talk to us about how to get some of our life organized and together. So I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. Is that what you're going to help us do? Get our lives together? I'm so bored. I've been waiting.
I said
Finally.
Okay.
Not your actual life, but a little
Just your
part.
stuff, not so much your life, but you can apply a lot of what you do with your stuff to a calendar, so there's a translation there.
Two pieces of the same heart, two halves of the same story, two harmonies to the same song, perfect fit and you're getting more, and the pieces fall into place. It's incredible. Ooh, 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 it's incredible. It's incredible.
Anyway, so thanks for having me. My name is Michelle Powell. I've lived in town 13 years. I live in Jeremy, and I started this business 11 years ago in January. So it started really small, very part-time, just helping people get a pantry organized or maybe help them fit their cars in their garage. And then over the years, it's gotten busier and busier, and it sort of morphed into a lot more services, which I'm going to give you or show you a little handout here. If anyone wants to take it for themselves or anywhere else that they would know of, it's just a little bit about probably 8 different services that I now offer. Everything from organizing, staging, getting a rental ready, or if you are renting your primary home through VRBO or something like that, I can help you. We do a little bit of estate management and some staging, and also just residential workshop. Hey, how are you? These are my friends. So we're just getting started. So anyway, I think I was just going to start out and ask you what organizing means to you, because it seems to be different, have different meanings for different people. So if anyone feels like just saying what getting organized means to them, that would be great. Yeah.
Having things in a location that makes sense, and when you actually need it, you can find it. You don't spend 20 minutes
Absolutely.
looking for
That's
something.
one of my key things too. And others? Paper. Paper.
No.
Big trouble spot, paper.
Like not organized and keeps your life going.
Yeah. And then I was going to ask why you think people get organized, because people seem to have different reasons for it. And I don't know, you said that you came because you're in the middle of a project with your mother, your parents, you're downsizing their house, and you have a mom full of kids.
Good timing.
Else, why would you get organized?
Married to a chronically disorganized person, and I don't know how to help him.
Yeah, that's not so unusual. One person's highly organized and the other isn't. And it's not always, people think that women tend to be more organized, but it's not always that way in a house, and it causes a little bit of discord, I think, with people. I think some of the main reasons that people think about getting organized, first of all, is a life transition. Like here, your mom's maybe moving into either a smaller house or retirement home, or maybe she's passed away, I don't know, but
Well, my dad had some really bad health problems, and so looking over their house, they have a bit of a hoarding problem, and so it's just like a non-healthy situation anymore. So.
yeah. So that's a huge one. I mean, I won't get my numbers right, but I think there's something like 10,000 Americans a day turn 65. So obviously we're an aging population, and everyone's getting rid of all their old collections and trying to figure out what to do with things. And so anyway, life transition is a huge reason for getting organized. Another one on my list here, spouse request or outside pressure. So maybe you're pressuring your husband, like, please let me park in the garage type of thing. Another reason for getting organized, I think it's kind of trendy right now. There's a lot of shows. We have Hoarders, we have Marie Kondo, right? There's books and blogs, and we have Pinterest telling us how to make every closet look super pretty, right? So there's a little pressure there. And then there's forced situations for getting organized. Maybe you're divorcing or something, or newly single and you have to leave your home or your apartment quickly, and maybe you can't take it all with you, or maybe you're just at a different stage in life and your kids are growing up and you don't need all their toys anymore. There's just a lot of different reasons. Everyone has a different reason for getting organized. So I'm glad you're all here tonight. And I guess I want to talk then just for a minute or two about how getting and staying organized is not a one-time thing. A lot of people have read Marie Kondo's book lately. Has anyone watched her show?
Read the book.
Read the book. I really think she has a lot of great points, and I am a fan of hers, but I really disagree with her when she says that it's a one-time thing. That you do it, you get rid of all the things that don't spark joy, and your home will be eternally tidy. I don't feel that way at all. It's like working out. It's something, or a good diet. It's something that you have to practice and routinely do, especially because the river of things are just constantly flowing into our home, right? You bring home groceries every day, new dishes, new clothes, new sportswear, and if you're not constantly purging things to go out at the same time you're bringing in, pretty soon you have a home that's just overflowing with holiday decorations and toys, and I mean, you know what your home looks like. Even your Tupperware drawer is a great example. It just seems to multiply, right? So it is something that you can learn. Obviously, it's not like you need a PhD to be organized. You just need a little training and a little discipline. And I do think that something that's really important is that you need to change your mindset about consumption. I mean, everyone doesn't have over-shopping problems, but even I think just the IKEAs and the Targets and the stores that are so inexpensive now, it's just so tempting when you walk into a store, maybe without a list, to just think, these are cute, oh, I need wrapping paper, without realizing that you really have a lot of wrapping paper. Or I need new running shoes because these are on sale, but you really have 6 pairs at home. And so I try to talk to people about, and in fact, when we get a little further down the list here of points, there's a process that I go through, a 5-step organizing process. And the final step is evaluate every new purchase. And I really think that's important when we're talking about just our globe being overcovered with all the things that people don't want anymore, and trash and recycling and, you know, plastic straws and all that, that we really need to consider everything that comes into our house. Do your kids really need thousands of plastic Easter bags or Easter eggs, or you know, how many cosmetics do you need? How many bottles of shampoo when you already have 25 in the cupboard? So I really think that that's kind of the root of a lot of evils, are just tempting sales, amazing ads, fabulous new products, and more. So don't buy the avocado slicer. You can use a spoon and a knife, and don't buy the electric can opener. You can burn 10 calories just twisting it, and try to be smart when you purchase. Anyway, any thoughts on that?
Just that we were talking, and then if you have 3,000 feet, you'll fill 3,000 feet. If you have 5,000 feet, you'll fill 5,000.
Right.
I downsized when I moved because we had talked about that I didn't want a huge space that would just fill with stuff, because it just happens. And even after living at my house, I think for 4 years, I can't believe how much stuff we've already accumulated.
Yeah.
We've been talking about going through my back room and just purging.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm a big believer in quantity versus quality. I'd rather have one nice handbag or one pair of shoes or one great ski outfit than 15 that are just sort of not so fabulous. So shop smart, shop with a list, and try not to go crazy at sales.
Well, and I think something that has helped me, and why I stopped going to Old Navy and those places a lot, and I don't have a problem with them, but I started buying things that I really love. And so I ask myself that question whenever I buy something now: is this something that I really love? Because I'd rather have something I love and just have a few outfits than have a bunch of stuff that I just think are okay, like you said, even if they're cheaper.
I agree. And just because you have a lot of money, it doesn't mean you need to spend it. If you have an endless supply of money, don't buy 57 little bar napkins that have cute sayings. You just need 1 or 2.
Because I think there's a cost that of taking up that space in your closet.
It's
There's a
real
mental
estate.
space, and
Absolutely.
you should think of your real estate agent. You should think of your square footage as being worth something. And if you're just filling it with crap,
Right.
you're it's costing you.
I think there's a percentage of people that function really well, and I'm sure you know them. Maybe there's some in your homes. Their offices are just a disaster, and the stacks of paper are high. They really like it that way. They don't want you touching their things. They know how to find things, and they really thrive in that environment. But I think it's a small percentage of people. I think the majority of Americans really like a clean, calming space. If you think of it, when you go to a hotel room, there's no laundry, there's no clothes that need bending, there's no broken, hotels are calming, they're soothing, there's just not piles of stuff in every corner of a project, like nagging at you, finish me, do this, complete this, return this. It's just you move in, you unpack your toiletries, and you relax. And that's what more and more homes are gravitating, or the goals now, as you see in magazines, things are just neutral color and clean counters, and so that's, people are purging like mad, and it's sort of trendy now, so.
That stuff that family members give you, and you don't want to throw it away. Maybe you don't even like it, but they gave it to you.
Right.
And what do you do with that?
Well, it's a huge moral dilemma, and it really is up to you. Everything is up to you. It's your home, what you choose to keep. So the first thing I would ask you in that question is, first of all, do you see that person often? Are they in your home? Are they going to truly come and look for that item? And will they call you out on it? If the answer is no, give yourself permission to let it go. And if that person is really important to you and they're in your home often enough, maybe have one cupboard or a box or something of those things. And when they come, put them out, and when they go away, put them up on the shelf. It's your home. You should love it. You should feel comfortable. You should be free to create or cook or whatever it is that you love to do in your home without having to clear the counters and move this basket so your friend can sit down to have coffee. It's your home. Make it your space so that you can, have headspace and just enjoy it. So, I don't know. Does that answer your question?
Just giving them away.
Yeah.
Just, it reminds you of that person.
Right.
Maybe they will notice that you gave it away. I don't have it out on display, just in the closet. Just can't see it.
Well, depending what it is too, maybe you can find an alternative use for it. Or
I don't know, there's other things in somebody's
yes. Maybe you should
coffee. I don't remember.